Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, and alongside us is Shams Charania. We'll be hanging out and chatting with us for a bit. Shams, great to have you with us as always, man.
Absolutely, and BA, there's a lot to talk about these days, so thanks for having me.
Tee us up now. Is the news robust or minimal at this time of year?
Oh, BA, it's always fluid with me.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at Indiana, it's a long season, but right now they're in great position, holding that prize top spot. And of course the Bulls, not posing much of a threat right now.
Checking out Chicago, they've had that kind of mixed start that we've come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of special season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pattern.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. We've got Buzelis. He's out there with Dosunmu. Javon Carter is out there with Zach Collins. And it's Terry in at the 2. And for the Pacers, Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. And it's Nesmith in at the small forward.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
Dosunmu outside. To the left side wing. Here's Terry. He's guarded by Nembhard. Shot clock at 5. His shot by Buzelis is no good. Oh, swiped away. Indiana with a rebound. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent.
Guys, they split the season series, and you know, there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or go to the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. Jackson gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Terry. Shoots over Nembhard. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Siakam. Banked it in off the glass.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
All right, Chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
BA, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk here? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. Carter, good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pacers leading by 4. Three-pointer, Halliburton buries it from three.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Let's turn it up.
Here for the Pacers. Huff comes in for Jackson, and it's Obi Toppin in for Pascal Siakam. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. 7-point differential. Here's Buzelis. That one no good. The Pacers have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. And some changes here for the Pacers. Furphy's checked in for Neesmith, and it's Shepard in for Nembhard.
Furphy, Shepard.
Halliburton against Carter. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Shepard. There's the triple. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 4th assist with that last one. Bulls trail by 10. Terry, the pass to Carter. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Carter's got 5 now.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
Murphy, no good. Chicago has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Collins, and the layup is good off the glass.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Pacers leading by 6. Pass to Shepard. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Shepard's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with the detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that 2-hander.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And so it's Indiana ending the quarter up 10. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. Okoro and Williams are the small and power forwards. Then there's Jalen Smith. Then there's Kevin Huerter, and it's Kawamura in at the point guard position. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt, protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Pass to Huff, and stolen by Williams. Uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Indiana placement.
Checked in for Indiana. Then for Chicago, Dosunmu, he's checked in for Okoro. Terry comes in for Huerter, and it's Carter in for Kawamura. Indiana leading by 9. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Halliburton for 3. Pure from three-point range. Halliburton's got 9.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Dosunmu, the pass to Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The last 7 league MVPs born outside the United States, Shams. The game is going global. What's next?
So, B.A., Adam Silver cited this statistic. 5 years from now, over 40% of the youth of the world will live in Africa. I think we'll see a lot of investment in developing that talent, not to mention captivating fans in that market, but really around the world. That's what the NBA is, a global sport.
Do you think we'll see teams, divisions, possibly groups of teams in certain areas around the world that'll be part of the NBA?
NBA Europe is very much in the works. There could be a real league there with the NBA.
And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Bulls. Down by 12. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Halliburton, good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. And it's Nimhard in for Shepard. Collins, he's checked in for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. And there's the drive. Buzelis. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Buzelis has gotten his second bucket on the night. Nimhard outside. Siakam for three. Collins with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 11. Dosunmu outside. Three-pointer, Buzelis. The rebound by Neesmith. Indiana's gone 7 of 11 from outside the arc. Nice percentage from distance so far. Nimhard, the pass to Siakam. Pascal Siakam with a nice finish.
Nice touch there from Siakam to get a hard bucket inside.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
Well, that was fun having Shams sit in with us. I'll tell you what, if you're looking for the inside scoop, he's the guy.
So true. He's got his finger on the pulse of this entire league. If something's going down, you can count on him letting everybody know about it. This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Buzelis. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Siakam, no good. The Bulls trail by 14. Pass to Buzelis. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Carter against Halliburton. Now Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Over Buzelis with the 7-footer. Siakam using his length inside.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The Pacers out in front, leading by 14. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Well, I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. A hot start. Coach, what did you like about this team's execution offensively?
We were making some shots. We moved the ball well at times. You've got to be careful about having the ball stick when they're doing their switching.
Good luck with the ball movement in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
I think for the Pacers, they're sitting on the top of their division. Can't ask for more than that as a fan. And it feels like they're getting better as the season goes on.
The way they've been playing, I expect big things from these guys.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Pacers.
This is a finely tuned offense. They're pushing the action while staying disciplined.
Yeah, their scores are in the right places, taking smart shots. The other side, not so much.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, BA, you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Rick Carlisle getting going here in the second half. There's Nesmith with the 3. The shot no good. Bulls trail by 12. Here's DeSumo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Graham.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. Pacers leading by 11. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality. Brian, back over to you.
He sets the tone. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Nembhard, good.
That took a little extra effort from Nembhard, but the juice was worth the squeeze.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Aaron Nesmith.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside Carter, launches it. The shot, no good.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
So nice passing by Indiana here. And here's Siakam for 3. And it's DeSumo with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
They get the rebound to the wing, right side. Here's Buzelis. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Buzelis has got 10 points.
Well, you can see it. Buzelis is very comfortable operating in the mid-range.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He might have seen something and needs a review with his guys.
Hear that music. Here they come. Your favorite crew. Now coming into the court. Your favorite crew. Come on, everyone. Get loud.
And they're so impressive when it comes to their aggressiveness on the defensive end. Number one in opponent scoring. A team that gets in your face on defense and doesn't give up anything easy.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Halliburton going off like this is fun to watch. He's really been engaged offensively.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Graham.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends. They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Buzelis. He takes it in. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. Chicago shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Herter's checked in for Dosunmu. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Nembhard outside. Halliburton outside. Three-pointer from way out there. Tyrese Halliburton.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Pass to Collins. Here's Buzelis. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Halliburton. The three. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
And stolen by Nembhard. To the middle. And the dunk by Halliburton.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Coming out of the court, let's turn it up.
Huff's checked in for Jackson. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Walker, he's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Shepard in for Nembhard. And a change for the Bulls. Smith's checked in. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Back to Carter. Pass to Terry. To halt the run, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's Halliburton. Toppin passes to Walker. Back to Toppin. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Another three for Indiana.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Terry, the pass to Smith. Huff pulls it in.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Buzelis. Walker covering. The shot by Buzelis no good.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And the bucket is good. 24 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Pass to Smith. Here's Buzelis. Guarded by Toppin. And it's Buzelis that time on the assist by Smith. Buzelis has got 16 points now.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for Indiana. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Chicago, Okoro and Williams are the small and power forwards. Kevin Herter out there with Dosunmu, and it's Smith in at the center position. Okoro outside. And that one is hammered home.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
So many great young players coming into this league, Clark. It puts pressure on those aging vets.
Yeah, the Hall of Famer Kevin McHale described it like this. He said, I see everything that I could do. I just can't do anything about it. That's a tough feeling. And I didn't have to actually experience that because I got injured early in my career. Had to pack it up that way. Kind of a rare area for Siakam, but, you know, he's got the skills to knock down that mid-range J. That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feat.
Here's Shepherd. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter, and we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
For your Indiana Postmates, everyone. Let's get excited.
Getting ready for Indiana. Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Neesmith comes in for Toppin. Nimhart, he's checked in for Furphy. And Halliburton is subbed in for Shepherd. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Collins, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Terry's checked in for Okoro, and it's Carter in for Herter. Halliburton for three. Kept alive by Indiana. Jackson gets the bucket.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Buzelis. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Nimhard outside. No good from outside.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Buzelis. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Halliburton with the ball. Now Carter defending. Halliburton looking over the floor. Pass to Jackson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And Clark with the landmark decisions opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. Kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent to get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
And now we have a chance to see our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Carter. Now to Sumu. Shoots over Neesmith. And the basket by DeSumo.
Assist goes to Javon Carter.
Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Three-pointer. Chicago with a rebound.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
Pass to Buzelis. Down low. Here's Collins. Chicago passing it around. 6 to shoot. Oh, the feathery touch. Dropped it right over the rim.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Pacers.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
Yeah, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And when you see a team 4 times over the course of a season, you really get to know them. I'm sure they're happy to snatch that first game of the year against Chicago.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Tyrese Halliburton.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Terry, the pass to Collins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And we've got 28 seconds left in the game. Halliburton against Carter. To the wing on the left. Siakam left side. Over Buzelis. And Indiana again with the bucket.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Pascal, these days you are called upon to carry this team. Does that bring added pressure?
This is a game that I love, and I just want to have fun playing the game. And I think, you know, I got to just be myself. Like, don't get lost in everything going on. Be yourself. Play basketball, have fun. And, you know, I'm just happy to be able to go out there and play hard.
Guys, he wants the pressure. Thanks, Pascal.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Tyrese Halliburton.